because again, Team Secret I feel like right now has really come into their strongest form as of recent. Yeah, they got that one series that Alpha Esports just went ballistic and won it 2-0. And Dax was kind of joking transitive property since RRQ beat AEP and AEP but beat Team Secret. Does this mean that RRQ can beat Team Secret? Well, we'll see how that goes. But with this different type of setup TS have kind of put into play, well, Flash will have to be the one to get things into the beginning of this. And speaking of which, Flash actually brought out by Team Secret here. This is very interesting and exciting to say at the least. The Flash has come through, but Dubstep is saving his teammates as much as he can. What a tank! Just absorbs all the bullets, wrap it out in the open, and well, can't really do too much. Maybe the plan for just extra money? Not gonna happen.
Oh. Well, they did take that round, and like I said, right, we've talked about this the entire stage. Team Secret has looked much more impressive on these pistols. I think they have the highest pistol win rate now. Also, that in turn gives them the highest win rate when it comes to swings, round swings. But like you did mention, Dubstep going for that haymaker immediately. I love the confidence buy on the Vandal. It seems that they want to take this a little slower than usual. Maybe they have an idea of what RRQ wants to do. Probably just try to be aggressive, try to play close, and Borkum could have a bit of a firing range here for him. But instead he lets go of A main. RRQ, they're gonna settle, they're gonna nest in. They peek together, they find nothing. As everybody, and I mean everybody on the side of Team Secret, they barrel through B. They try to get that door down. Flash knows the dispenser is here, but it is a pretty dangerous task to fight that with a classic. And pretty unremarkable round here for both sides, really. Business as usual. These Spectres are going to clean up the rest of these classics as quickly as it can. Nexi does get a bonus frag, even gets a dink. But that's about it. That's all she wrote for this round.
You know, I think Fluffy said it best that both these teams might not really want the aim-heavy particular maps. It's all about setups for them. I mean, they do have, you know, outliers like Jeremy, Witz, Kelly S, Nexi, but more so than not, these teams have really played more about being able to read their opponents and just do so well in terms of how they utilize utility. But this time, I think with the selection of Brett, it feels like there is going to be a lot more heavy-handed aim battles that are to come. But with the flashes, that's going to be much more intricate, I guess. Anyways, RRQ not going to shy away from a very early timeout, as we've already taken quite a bit of a beating here, as you can see. There is really this, I think, new question, right? This new test paper that is set on them for today. How do we deal with this Yoru? Yeah, I know.
I don't want to think about tests, you know. School is done. It's been a good minute since I've been in school. Probably gotta go back to school. And yeah, sometimes when the test paper is throwing blinding lights at you, I don't know, man. I feel like that's actually a health hazard. Oh boy, you open the folder and you just get flashed.
There.
That's a terrible test paper to get it on. All right, RRQ already just looking at the swing here through the one-way smoke. Next, he's gonna be holding the angle, but they 5-stacked it already. Vash scans it up just a little bit, spots out Nexi. I don't think the Prowler... Does the Prowler actually show which particular agent is actually right in front of you?
No. It won't.
Right.
It'll give you a sound cue, but that's about it. As Nexi, he does find Wits, and now that's one rifle away from the board. This bonus is looking pretty good on the side of RRQ. Dubstep has a frag to himself. Dispenser finds a trade. And this A side is looking like it is the point of interest. Draxi gets a dink, I believe, through the box, but Dispenser peppers him down with superior firepower. And this onslaught, oh my goodness, Rabbit, that does not feel good. That's not the way you want to start your game. And a 1v3. Flash has a 1 to his name today. Maybe signifying that he is the one, the chosen one. Did he take the blue pill or the red pill? He will take a first frag onto Borkum, but Dispenser's very, very quick on that trade.
Yeah.
Not bad.
Wow. All right. Not bad indeed. Fade. All right. I love that our agents can actually talk back to us. Makes me feel like they're sick.
I don't know, man. I don't think they're actually talking back to us.
I
Have
mean,
you ever considered going to a psychiatrist? I'm just saying. Nothing's going on.
yeah,
Just cool down.
I've
They're
I've
good
been
enough to
told that
win.
multiple times, but you know what? I hear voices in my head. They talk to me, but
Maybe you're a viper.
yeah. Anyways, teams. Oh, this is gonna scan a lot. They already know once onto the right side. The flash from Nexi blinds a lot of them, but they get back into cover. Draxi tries to just frantically get something with the Sheriff as his teammates fall all around mid. And Team Secret just jettisoning themselves in this particular start, just not stopping at all. It feels like whatever RRQ do, you know, whatever they kind of want to try out, it feels like Team Secret have read it already.
And like you said, there's nothing that you can say what Secret has done to RRQ this round. RRQ, they try to go for that quick eco damage, but that plan fizzled out as quickly as it came to mind. Now they go for a B explode. Kelly S does have an off. Doesn't have any line of sight, but Dubstep falls anyway. Did not anticipate. Flash goes for the spray. Gets the flick onto Wits. That's the Jet and Dubstep removed. So both duelists are removed from this equation of the round. But look at that. A lot of utility to go for the salvage. This time around, they're not going to go for any cheeky peeks. Or rather picks. They go directly to the side. Just get that plant down. And Vash had a great angle. But Nexi had an even better shot. Kelly finds Borkum. This operator is already turning up for RRQ. Getting the first round on the board for themselves. But still, a battle to be fought. 3 rounds up is Team Secret.
Man, Flash's flicks have been just snappy this entire start. Like, maybe he's the secret weapon of RRQ against Team Secret here. You know, just build up Flash just a tiny bit. He's starting to hit these shots, and as you say, he's learning. He's understanding. He's becoming the one. But still, again, very
He's starting
early.
to believe.
He's starting to believe.
Good God, The Matrix was such a great movie. I'm so glad we don't have a second, third, and fourth movie. Otherwise, it would ruin the legacy of the franchise. As RRQ,
I'm alright with I'm okay with them.
no, I think second and third one were kinda okay. I've not heard good things about the latest one.
You should watch.
But-
It's very weird, but
Is it
somehow
really?
satisfying to watch, I guess.
I mean, I feel like The Matrix was such a meta movie, right? Like back in the day. So how do they do that now without being too silly?
I don't want to be a spoiler, but they kind of just steered into the skid. So
I see.
Yeah.
I get what you mean. I get what you're trying to say here.
yeah.
But
Okay.
again, enough enlightening our audience. Sorry, guys, getting sidetracked just a tiny bit, as a default is already in place. It looks like they might have a possibility of exploding towards mid, seeing that Borkum has guarded the flank and could potentially punish any overextension. But RRQ, they seem to hold steadfast with a 2-1-2 setup. And Kelly S, wow, fighting Dubstep again. That's 2 rounds in a row where he gets the opening frag, and on the same player. They do kind of flush out market,
30 seconds left.
but the contention for the site still definitely in favor of RRQ. They're just going to let this one go, and like I mentioned, leaving Borkum there will find anybody trying to reinforce B. Grab it. He has been discovered. The flash is there, but Wits, hear not, see not,
Got one.
live not, apparently. 14 seconds left, and have they bamboozled
10 seconds left.
RRQ? So tricky. They do get that plan down without a hitch, and the round has been reset again. A 3v3 retake.
All right. Vash could reposition for a cheekier angle here. Throws the haunt, spots out nothing. Oh, he knows. Vash, if he doesn't make a move or doesn't make too much noise, he will be able to catch one already. That's Draxi Flash. Very much aware of the lurk coming through. And his Killjoy ultimate, really thing that should make them flinch as much. Borkum actually sides with him. There's only going to be one dispenser who will be holding the cross for the moment as Vash and, excuse me, Borkum are coming in for the double swing. You don't know the door is going to be opened by Borkum here, but the... Oh, never mind. They actually were able to make it, but the time is not going to be enough. They still lose the round. And RRQ gets obliterated there. ROG clutch given to you by Team Secret. So,
Beautifully done.
Yeah,
Beautifully done. RRQ and ROG, they seem to go hand in hand. You know, it just seems very fitting, rolls off the tongue very well. And Wits, despite getting that opening frag, didn't anticipate that there could have been a potential trade in Boathouse. Now, sometimes, guys, that's what happens, especially in pro-level play, where the foresight, it's incredibly advanced. They're basically thinking 5 positions ahead of the normal player. Now, the Flashes here avoiding a potential op pick. They do dump utility here, but this time the mid control is much different. Borkum is now leaning towards tiles, while there is a Sentinel crawling up. And that Sentinel's dispenser. We know how crazy he can be. The mastermind of map control. Clears out Hot Dog. I love that call out. Just saying. But it looks like a contact play is going to happen towards B here. The flash doesn't come out. Jesse needs none. And the Rift Walker. He is free. They're too busy looking at him. Or at least noticing the vignette. Flash is here. Dubstep nearly gets 2. Only good for 1. And 1 is all that's left for RRQ.
Yeah, Drax has given away his position already. And if he tries to go closer into this, there's just so much utility that will flush him out. I mean, Haunt and Prowlers. So Draxi now left onto his own devices, but look at this. Dispenser second peeks onto short here. I wonder if he knows that Draxi is going to be there. The timing might not be in favor of him, but it shouldn't really matter too much for Team Secret here. They really just want to take away the weapon specifically from Draxi's hands, but they're so close together on the site. Are they never going to spot each other? They're so close, yet so far away. Oh my god, the timing.
Parallel lines.
This
so
this
close.
is like a romantic comedy where there should be some tragedy in there, but
I think that was
nothing
the tragedy.
happened.
That was the tragedy.
Oh yeah, that was a tragedy. But nobody got eliminated. Oh.
It's even worse when nothing happens. At least if there's like an elimination, it's hard contact. There's closure. But since nothing happened, you never know. You know, it's one of those things.
Yeah, true enough.
Wow.
Look at that.
Someone's it's a spicy afternoon, guys. Welcome.
Well, this is what the tale of Dispenser and Draxi. Oh, but this is the tale of Draxi who saved the weapon from their last round and then just lost it in the previous round. Rabbit does get overwhelmed. Team Secret playing in numbers and Flash. He should not save this. He's probably going to go for the long wraparound, but Team Secret, as they get the advantage, you already know that they kind of spread themselves just a teeny tiny bit. You know,
Spike planted.
There's 1-2 players holding the lurks. Borkum already setting his eyesights on B main here. Oh, this is the first issue for him. That turret.
Oh,
Spencer's just deactivating and activating it every single time. I love it. Like, so that maybe Flash goes in and then the turret just activates out of nowhere. Just spots him and then nope. Yeah, you see, he's doing exactly that.
Flash. I'm coming to get you.
They know where he is.
I'm coming to get you. Oh, and it's actually Dispenser to find his counterpart. Now, with this Secret lead really going up, RRQ, I feel like they have an inkling or they have an idea of what Secret want to do. And again, we have very intelligent players when it comes to the game. They will know what's up. It's just the muscle memory and the instinct that they have to override. It's a lot. That's thousands upon thousands of hours. That's why scrims are so important, guys. Because a lot of people are like, oh, but that's a Yoru pick. That's a troll pick, you know? Oh, but what if RRQ does this and this? Again, just a quick reminder to a lot of the folk who love to backseat. That's Spectator Sharingan. We see everything on the map.
Spectator
players.
Sharingan.
Because it's so true, dude. It's like people think, like, oh, if I was in this... No, the reason why you're not here is because you're just not as good as these players. And Kelly, yes, he is as fantastic as they can be. Now there's a double hold on A. One hell, one heaven. As Earth seems preoccupied by Borkum. And he's undiscovered. Oh my goodness! And into the gates of Tartarus as he falls, and RRQ deny anything, any semblance of a strong post plant. Dispenser could potentially salvage this, but the defuse, the stick is already there. Even if he won that duel, there was really not much they could do there. And Secret, they bleed just a tiny bit as RRQ. They get their bearing straight, and they get their bearing set.
Bit of a weird setup there for Team Secret. No? They just get the plan, and then everybody starts chiming into the site as the smokes dissipate. And it's like unwrapping a very unpleasant present. Maybe your
Not bad.
maybe your mom gifted you a sweater that you do not like the design of. Oh, this is so nice, but not so much. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Mom.
I'm kidding. My mom has great fashion sense. Thanks, Mom.
Why did you become so defensive all of a sudden? You were the one talking about ugly sweaters and so. No, man. I'm just saying, man.
You hush now, okay?
He hurt himself. He
Face
hurt
your
himself.
fear!
Yeah.
But
This is really just cactus. Yeah.
Oh,
Holding
yeah.
a cactus.
It
Oh, Wits though! Just dashing away as the rest of Team Secret. Excuse me, that was Kelly S. This was Wits. Coming into the site. The fight ensues. The jump out from Kelly as he was just full deafened by the Nightfall. That's absolutely nothing to phase him. Now we're left to Borkum. Is it Borkum time? Oh, he's gonna run for dear life onto the A side, isn't he? Are they gonna read this? Is he gonna do it once again, Raph? Alarm bot activates. Now they know. But is he cheeky enough? Does he have the wittiness to double back and make them think? A triple check. A third guess. Kelly S is holding the cross. This is absolutely perfect for him. Oh, and that's in the 4K.
Kelly S. Didn't need that op to be as precise as he was. And now RRQ, this is looking much more doable. Finally controlling the snowball. Slowing it down just a tiny bit. But Secret, they have too much of a bank to really be deterred, to slow down. I love that idea of that play. Maybe hold on to B-Bane ulti there. Fake out the A set play that Secret have done many times, by the way. Or at least one time that we lost our minds over. Now it looks like it is a new round for everybody. A lot of utility being thrown towards short here. So far, passive play is the name of the game for RRQ. They are looking to contest market now. Setting up both flashes here. They leave the Sentinel on a much safer rotation route. The smoke is going to dissipate. And potentially, whoever walks into this is in a bit of a pickle. It's Crossfire, as good as it is. But Secret, once again, shifting map movement. They go towards short now and potentially explode late from A main.
Borkum's still going to be holding mid here as Nexi prompts the flash. As soon as he finds contact, that thing is going to pop. But Borkum very controlled. They don't really want to go about this. I thought it was going to be an A-short hit, but actually back away. I'm loving this. The smoke play from Borkum is selling the fact, I think, to RRQ that it could be that mid hit. Even though they already put the smoke right then and there, because there's no clear vision for this particular team. But the opening has been utilized. Can they break it in time? There is only about 5 seconds before everybody gets detained here, and they still somehow manage to do it. And we'll have plenty of time to plant the spike. No smokes, though, so Dubs is going to have to hold this heaven by himself. No more flashes to supplement that. But somehow they still should be able to manage. Vash! Oh, no. It's just served on a silver platter as Rabbit was so prepared with the flash to come through. Now Nexi is trying to challenge everybody. Perfect use on that recon dart. What was that? Where did that come from? As now we only have this Spencer in a 5 versus 1. But the flawless comes through from RRQ. And just the shift. There was 30 seconds, but it felt like they needed so much more just to even secure that site against RRQ.
Insane round from RRQ there. I love this recovery. And this has been a trait that RRQ have been very proud of. They remain unshaken despite losing so many rounds in a row. And they're adjusting as well as they have been. Again, in the eye test, right? It seems that, they're just running 2-on-2. But the way that they're executing, it's absolutely beautiful. Much like that shot by Nexi. Like I mentioned, it's all about how they're handling with it. Again, super basic. But the flowchart that they're applying, it's super effective.
The lineups, man, so good. Able to just really punish whatever I think Team Secret were there. I think that's been the real bane of the existence of Team Secret. It's that one slim arrow. That one slim arrow that gets the one pulse. And after you get pulsed, everybody from RRQ just knows their assignments. You know? It's a good team project. Shout outs to all the people doing assignments right now.
That's right, kids. Stay in school.
Careful here.
A lot ahead of you. A lot ahead of you. You don't want to end up like me and Asarai, who talk about
video games
for a living and play a lot of it. Yeah, okay, maybe that's not the best example. Again, very, very fortunate to enjoy our time here as Dubstep finally fights Kelly as this duel from B main has been going on for so long. And Rabbit is the lone player here, tries to sell, or at least tries to trade for his teammate. But the rest of the boys from Secret, they chime in. We see a bit of a trade, or at least a bit of a confrontation going on. Dubstep getting sick of RRQ trying to mount the comeback, and just says, fine, I'll do it myself.
You know what's interesting as well is RRQ against any other team but Team Secret have actually played super well in close encounters, and these kind of will force you, but that won't really budge us types of play, right? But Team Secret, with the whole kit and caboodle of utility that they've been utilizing and utilizing extremely well, it's really put RRQ in a weird little spiral, right? I mean, it's not the biggest lead. It's only 4 rounds differential, and if RRQ can get this on the attacking side, that's going to be incredibly immense for them. But as I go back to my point there, it really does feel that Team Secret just has so much understanding of what utility they need at those intervals. Jesse Vash, he's 4 kills right now, but that don't matter. His Prowler usage has just been so good this entire game that it gives them all the necessary information. And correct me if I'm wrong, but it feels like every time that they've gotten... Okay. But every time that they've gotten something, right, out of that Prowler of his, they get the round win.
That they do, and that's one thing that Secret have been so polished with. I feel like they are the benchmark for utility timing. A few stumbles here and there, and with that being said, right, you can really tell when their struggles are very obvious. When they start losing Borkum early, they suddenly don't have the smokes, the control that they treat with the utmost respect. And once again, I feel like they are the most tactically sound team we have, and that's very obvious with the achievements they have, with the achievements that they potentially could still take, and the way that they've been handling group stage. It's been so impressive, even for Team Secret. Now we have a bit of a tiny countdown here as we're gearing up for another pistol. RRQ, they really want to win this, because Secret, if they do, then that's going to be a pretty telling 2-round swing for them. Very, very quick round, or at least double digits for them.
Again, it's all about that momentum, right? Sorry, I just saw G10's reply to me.
It is has he not heard of Saturday classes?
Have you never? Yeah, exactly, right? I've had Saturday classes. It's fun because it ends half day, and you have an excuse to actually get out of the house early. Yeah, exactly. Anyways, Dubstep, actually good setup there. Just uses his own utility to body block, gets back into the side, and look at this from hell. He pulls him down to the underground. Only finds 2. Still has a solid position here. Kelly needs to flush him out. Wits already looking to go into the pinch, and he's looking for something. Has to back away. Does have the dash if he wants to readdress this angle. But it's a 2 versus 2. Never mind.
Goodness.
He gets embraced by Kelly S. Thank you so much. Mwah. That is a kiss of death. And Borkum in a 1 versus 1. Kelly backs away, needs to pick up the spike here, but has plenty of time to wrap around if he wants to. He heard that the window was broken, so he might want to maybe bamboozle Borkum here.
30 seconds left.
Borkum, all he needs to do really is to wait for the plant, and now he knows he's on the site. Does he have anything else to fight with? Just maybe the smoke, but Kelly has a really, really strong angle here. I think Borkum knows that he's still somewhere on generator. Makes the fake noise. Once again, this bit of peekage from Kelly. He's gonna have to decide to just drop down as soon as, and now Kelly knows. Look at the positioning, and this is going to be a fight between who's this better with the ghost. It's Kelly S, and he sprouts the tree. For me? No, for us.
For us. Save the trees. And
yes,
once again, a very important round for RRQ. Setting up a snowball for themselves here. Secret. Double duelist never really bodes that well when it comes to the defensive utility shuffle, as we like to mention over and over. And it seems that the nature of this comp that's forcing them to be a little more aggressive could be something to consider in this defensive half. And it's the pistol. Very, very close, by the way. Now we have a bonus round, or at least a buy-up round here on RRQ. They go for the same route. They have a bunch of rifles. They have the Bulldog. They have they have the Phantom here, Astra. Again, oops, pardon me, getting distracted by my dogs again. Stop nibbling on my chair. But look at this, a very different approach. If we saw Secret be a little more spread out and have a little more attention to mid earlier to somewhat fend the early pushes and early map control, argue they have something a little more different. They go for a classic style that Secret employed many times in the past as well, where they just kind of hold up in one place of the map, one lane of the map, try to play timing, try to potentially harp on the fact that teams potentially could overthink. I said potentially like 3 times now. But it is what it is. And it does look like Secret have given up A, going for that retake instead.
Well, okay, that's the smoke dissipation. I think Borkum should be able to hear the dash come in, and yeah, that's going to signal the A hit for the rest of Team Secret here. It was a 50-50. I like the idea that they might have wanted to switch up and use some of Borkum's utility to gravitate RRQ on the other side, because they were really expecting, again, RRQ to really rely much on the utility of this of their Sova, right, for Rabbit. But the thing is, all cards are in their place, or in their hands for RRQ. So they're really the ones to just dictate the pace. And unfortunately, Team Secret's guess is not as they would want to. They've already lost 2, 3. They're all falling down, even without being spotted through the smokes. Wits, spotted by the blade, tries to see if he can get a little bit more cheeky. But not going to be given that solace whatsoever. Not even a single hair out of place for RRQ, as they get flawless in the round and flawless in the HP.
Flawless and desperation demands perfection. RRQ seem to have that in spades. A tougher challenge is ahead of them as the arsenal looks to be filled up by Secret. The defense, not as impressive so far. We've had the first 3 rounds. None of them have gone Secret's way. Very, very close margins. But still, a round is a round. Are they going to go for a bit more aggression? No, they go for the standard 2-1-2. A little bit more market control this time around. And Kelly S already has found himself towards the site. Does he check Boathouse in time? No. No, he does not. As Borkum lying in wait, waiting for someone to step on his bear trap. Wits is here to pull the attention, and the Wonder Duo cleans up the rest of RRQ. Very nicely done, very tightly secured. And Secret, once again, build up that round lead just a tiny bit.
I'm so surprised that Kelly S actually didn't check the back of site here at Boat, right? Because it's usually someplace that you just like to make sure that no one's there, because you arguably can't really flush that out with a recon dart without fully committing the recon dart to the back of site, right? So you want to use it to expose a lot more on B than just the back, but well, that's where Borkum lies.
Yeah, you can only guess for so much. So many guesses in the round. The micro decisions that lead up to whatever play that happens. This time, Secret go for a bit of a read play. They put way more utility towards A now. And you see, they're sending Borkum, or rather Dubstep, to check out A main, see if there's a little bit of presence here. No, he doesn't. He goes for the passive position, trying to double up, try to go for the bait and switch. But the movement on RRQ dictates, or at least it's giving us the impression that they want to go again on B. They had a great time in their previous attempt. Just Secret a little too sharp on that. if you're looking at the positioning too, look at Borkum. I mean, we know he's an Omen, but I feel like the rotate's not going to be as safe. He'll have to burn both teleports. 45 seconds. Secret
Vash
must
does have
an
C's
idea what's
though,
happening.
so like he should
yeah,
be
that's
safe.
true.
Yeah.
And before he dies. That's something we'll have to see then.
Oh.
Okay, well,
30 seconds left.
Oh, Wits. Okay, he hits the shot. And all eyes were kind of set on Borkum there. They immediately use the null command, and it somehow does manage to get a couple of kills, but
oh my
still
goodness.
nothing. Look at this solid backplay that they got. I love that. Dude, they should have just feared the null, but they counter it with just solid aim, crossfires and everything. There was this moment where Borkum was spotted. Perfect bait play so that Wix can get a frag and everything. And then Vash makes a lot of noise from Market just so that Wits can reposition and set up something with Borkum in the end. Just that 1-2 combo.
So, yeah, here's the thing, right? The only agent that they have to realistically and safely clear that is Nexi. But since his fragment has been invested, I think, towards stairs, towards Market, and towards CT just to ensure safe passage towards the site, Boathouse has been pretty much free reign for Secret, and they are just absolutely abusing that. The mechanics of the matchup has not been so kind to RRQ, especially with a light buy like this. Upgraded pistols, we know how lethal they can potentially be, as Kelly S. He's going to be the one to do the heavy lifting here. But Secret, now they also just kind of lie in wait again, Azurai. They know that they don't have to do too much. I think this is the great thing about Secret too. They know when they can just put a stop to whatever they're trying to do. You know, like, it was working, let's just relax, see how the teams react. Dispenser even gets an easy kill, an easy quad!
Down mid.
The eco round is non-existent for RRQ. Well, I spoke too soon. Draxi has something to say about it. That's the one. That's the bonus for him. But now everybody knows where he is. The active intel from the trail is also going to make his life infinitely harder. But Dispenser, who had a 4, was the first to be found in this push. Wits goes for the jump peak, and Draxi making the eco round not as painful as it could have been.
I was going to add as well, did you see the positioning that Wits did there when Draxi threw the smoke for deep mid? He actually jumped out just to check if RRQ was actually going to go for a market hit. And I really like about this, that little bit of proactiveness made it so that Vash rotated on short to help out Dispenser. And in kind, was able to Prowler Kelly S, allow Dispenser to full commit to just using his utility and not rotate and just anchor a short and basically break RRQ's set strategy. I really like the idea. I think any lesser team would have respected the smoke and not have pushed to it and not have gotten that crucial bit of information. But Team Secret goes that just tiny bit more, and it gives them so much to work on.
Yeah, the smoke play is basically, I will not attempt such pusillanimous behavior. And they go for it anyway. AKA man mode. Just straight up go for it. And sometimes, no matter how much strategic depth you have, that's where the value of off rhythm, off timing, and going for something a little more unorthodox really shows its value. Now, RRQ, this is a style, this is an attacking style that Secret is all too familiar with. And they kind of have to make an adjustment now. Like I said, Nex is really the only one who can reliably clear so many of the important angles, like both house, potentially Hell. Flash has the Molly, but I feel like they're saving it for post-plant. So RRQ, they're in a bit of a puzzle here that they have to solve. Otherwise, they'll become more and more labyrinthian as time goes by. Secret, this is a pretty commanding lead for them too. Wits has that operator who we know is incredibly efficient at. Not necessarily the most flashy operator we have on VCT, but definitely one of the more reliable ones.
I think he's flashing the way that his flicks are insane, but his positioning, I think, isn't as crisp, or his movement isn't as crisp as, let's say, Kelly S or EJ when they use the op, right? But the way that he just flicks is kind of just nasty when you look at it. If he times this through the smoke, though. Ooh.
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 You can hear the shivers. My spine, it tingles.
Well, I mean, if you get hit by an operator, it really will tingle.
Now you're not going to feel anything. You're dead. You're just,
Here.
oh.
Or incapacitated.
I don't know, man. Getting hit by a 50 cal, I don't think you'd be in time. As Dubstep finds Rabbit.
Oh my god! Vorkum, come on. All right.
I dare you.
No way. He cannot control the recoil on that, unfortunately for Kelly. Still, Draxi picks up the spike. Brings it all the way through the A site, but Vash.
Spike planted.
Oh, Vash. She's about to bash the head of Draxi as he goes in from the backstab. Was not very much aware. Yeah.
Yeah, you know, this is not the first time we've seen Jesse play with a mace like that. Avoid in the past, much more featureless, if that makes any sense to you.
Match.
Yeah, many times. Mace to face.
Time is relevant, you know? In the chronological order of things.
True.
Yeah, in a spherical way, he was able to just wrap around, right? All around the world. From mid to a short.
Well, he has seen the future, and RRQ's not in map 1 apparently. Secret, they've really just been obliterating RRQ here. They have no answers to this yet, at least on this attacking side. They found the pistol, they found the first 2 swings. But when it came to the playbook, when it came to the mid to late round decisions, it seems that TS, they're just a step up. Now we see a preemptive lockdown on both sides, or at least a reactive one on the defense. And Kelly, yes, making a mad dash. Oh, but instead he goes for hell. Tries to go for the... Oh, no. Then they all spring into action here. And the Jazz hands are a little too much to handle. And is this the coup de grace for map 1? Draxi and Nexi, they hold off.
Oh my gosh.
They try to return some of the damage, but look, they're stuck in wine. Oh my goodness. They're gonna have a lot to think about while they're in the timeout quarter. 50 seconds left. This could be the longest minute of their lives. In Secret, you can tell that they really want to just finish this. But no, the discipline is here. You see Overwatch from the operator from Heaven, or at least Top Jenny from Whips. Nexi, it's right there. It's tempting. They equalize. They find Dubstep. Could potentially be a critical mistake. He can sprint towards B. But if they try to sell this fake, then it's Secret that's been bamboozled. But no, they throw out the utility. Oh, no, actually. It is Nexi. I think they try to fake it. They go for the timing. The ballsy play, but Wits will have none of it. Nexi falls. 15 seconds. 1v2. Draxi's clutch. Absolutely clutch. He finds one. Does he have enough time to move? Yes. But Jesse, once again, a beast of his own category, seals the first map and gates